Once upon a time, there was this sweet little girl. She always listened to what her parents said when they told her what she can or cannot do. And they gave her advice on what supposedly will make her a better person in the future. And due to the fact that this little girl was a curious kid, she would always ask the famous children's question, why? And her parents would answer her with the famous parents' answer, you will understand when you get older. Fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, you will understand when you get older. Well, this girl is older now, and she does understand why. But the why is not the issue here. It's the how. Dear parents, current parents, and future parents, there's always that one kid, that A student in class, or that sweetheart nephew you have, or even one of your other children that you keep insisting that your child should be exactly like. So what do? You tell them, hey Junior, why don't you become as polite as your cousin? Or why don't you become as hardworking as Christopher, your classmate in school? You would expect that your child is going to be inspired by that excellent model you just gave him, and that model is of his age. Perfect. What a great idea, Mr. Parent. But in reality, what's going on in your kid's mind? Something completely different. By the time you finish pronouncing that last syllable of that Christopher kid's name, your child would have already thought of 15 ways to get rid of that kid. Even by being sent to juvenile jail or making him severely injured to the extent that he can't bring that daily morning flowers to the teacher, or incapable of writing that A++ paper. So your kid would hate that Christopher with all his tiny but mighty heart. So yes, we should analyze how our kids perceive our words. Instead of focusing on comparisons, we should try to focus on their talents that they actually have. I may be young, but I'm speaking from experience. I have been through all parenting phases: childhood, teenagehood, and adulthood. I have been my parents' daughter my whole life, and that's a lot of experience. You know what's funny? Is that recently I've been having this conversation with my cousin, and I was reflecting on how I used to feel jealous of him all the time because my mom kept comparing me to him, and she put him on a pedestal. And then he told me that his mom used to talk about me all the time, and he used to feel jealous of me. So we spent all this time fighting and feeling jealous of each other, not knowing that we were both excellent models, like excellent children. Positive reinforcement, ladies and gentlemen. Positive reinforcement. How about we change how we communicate with kids? Instead of comparing them to other children, how about we tell them that we wish all children to become exactly like them because they're very unique and talented? Or how about we encourage them to help that other kid who is struggling in school because our child is very smart and capable. Say your kids are older, or you don't want to have kids, you're single. There's still a lesson for us here. Let me blow your mind. Children are not the only ones who may perceive our words incorrectly. Think of your families, your colleagues, your boss, or even your Toastmasters speeches. Let us elevate how we give advice to others. Let us focus on the positives and change the way we communicate. Hey, I really admire your work. If you just add simple stylistic details, I am sure you will be the best one out there. Or how in hair salons, they would be like, wow, your hair is so beautiful and flowy. Please let me cut your hair. Talents. By making others, children or adults, feel good about themselves, we can make an impact. By making them feel important and valuable. Just let them know and believe that they matter. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.